as well, but we'll give everybody a few seconds here. I got to go live on a bunch of different things, I guess. Larry's yelling at me, so I'm going to go live here. All right, we are back, ready to rock and roll. So let's talk about real estate and what's happening. We will be doing this once a week, every Tuesday, right around 1:30. I'm shooting for 1 o'clock, but as you know, meetings in life don't always work out that way. So here we are. It's 1:22 today. Let's talk about the real estate market in general, because I get questions about this all the time when we're meeting buyers and sellers and our agents are out there in the market and what's really happening. So let's talk about the elephant in the room a little bit. You know it, I know it. We're all expecting something to happen soon, but it's not happening. And I think the reality of it is what I want you to see is what's happening on the national level for real estate. So let's talk about inventory, right? When we talk about elephant in the room, we talk about inventory. This is going to be a driving factor. As you know it, I know there's going to be a few levers that are going to really dictate the real estate market. One is inventory, one is interest rates, right? And there's a few other things in general. But right now, we're still pretty light on inventory as a national level. So give you an idea. Right now, we're just over 500,000 active single-family homes. And I want to put this into perspective. This isn't condos. This isn't new build developments. This is basically pre-sale homes on the market. And what's happening is what we all expect, even though rates have come down over the last couple of weeks into that high sixes again from the sevens, right? Home values are basically going up slowly but surely, pretty steady like this. We're right now averaging about $432,000 active purchase price on the market as a nation, right? Now that's the nation average. Don't worry, guys. I know we're in California. I'm going to go over California data here shortly in Contra Costa County. And the best part about this is you can ask questions on a particular city, and I'm going to answer those questions for you. So you tell me the city, I'll go through the data for you. I'll answer any questions you have on real estate in general. That's why it's called Q&A. Now, like anything else, it takes time and energy for this to kind of get some momentum. So if you have friends that are talking real estate, you got friends who want to know more about the market, they just want to hop on Facebook and follow me around, all good. Bring them to here, and I'll be more than happy to answer their questions for you. Now, here's the one thing that is pretty crazy that's happening right now is median days on market is falling pretty quickly, 56 days. And that's because there's not a lot of inventory. But the one thing that's a little bit more concerning is we talk about inflation and all of these different things. And I'll talk about it a little bit more here in general with the economics parts of this. But rents have been one of the biggest problems with inflation in general, right? Because you got to remember, when rents go up, usually you sign a 12-month lease, right? So you don't really get to, it's not like food and gas and energy pricing and almost any other product, retail, right? Where you could change pricing daily, weekly, monthly, and it's pretty easy to change, right? Well, rents is not something that changes. It's every 12 months for most people, so it takes time. But as a nation, rents basically flatlined for a while at $22.50, and now it's gone up basically about $50. Well, it's not good for inflation, right? So actively on the market, $22.97. So let's talk about California, and then I'll break down Contra Costa County. So California is basically doing the exact same thing as the national average, except double the price, right? So medium list price right now in California is $785,000, all right? Median days on market is dropping down to 42 days on market, right? Right? Price decreases. So houses that have actually had some sort of price reduction, right? 23%. And I want everybody out there that's paying attention and watching, usually it's between 30 and 35% of normal market, right? We're at 23. So what does that tell you, right? Homes are selling faster than normal. Housings are, the amount of people that are doing price reductions are less than 1 out of every 4 homes on the market, right? So if you price your home right, you market it correctly, you stage it, you get it dialed in, it's going to sell really, really quick, really, really fast, right? And inventory levels, think about it as California as a state, guys. How many people live in California, right? We have 28,000 homes for sale. Active right now, not pending, not closed sales, none of that, just active inventory. There's not a lot of inventory, right? So people keep asking me, like, what do you see in the real estate market and what's going to happen this year? I think rates are going to stay higher than most people think they're going to stay. I do not think they're going to come down as fast as most people would like them to, including myself. I'd love them to come down to the 5s. Sellers will sell their houses. Buyers will be in the market. Be a phenomenal market. So I do think you're going to see another little better year than 2023 in 2024, but it's not going to be as good as 22, and it's not going to be as good as 21, and it's not going to be good as 20 or 19 or 18, right? So it's definitely going in the right direction, but we're just not getting to where we want to go because, number one, inventory is not going to come out until you get lower rates, and I don't see lower rates happening right away. Now, I do want to break down Contra Costa County for you and just kind of walk you through this a little bit. Now, Contra Costa County, remember what the California average was? What was it, 42 median days on market? What was the national? Let me go real quick. National was 56. Okay, now let's talk Bay Area. Let's talk local in our backyard, right? Contra Costa County, right? What is that? Richmond to San Ramon to here, East County, right? Danville, that border right there, right? You're at Contra Costa County. Average median list price is $915,000, so a little bit more than California. Okay, but here's the kicker: median days on market is 14. 14 days, moving quick, moving fast, right? The other thing is we only have 600 homes for sale, 601 homes for sale in Contra Costa County, single family homes. So there's just not a lot of inventory, right? And because of that, the reality of it is you're going to still see housing continue to do this for values, right? Even with higher interest rates, guys, this is just a supply and demand issue. So it kind of gives you a little bit of an update on the real estate market. Let me just go check Instagram real quick because I got to go over there and check in and see if anybody has any questions over here because it's got to be separate because nobody wants to make things easy. That's okay, though. All right. Oh, yeah, Larry, you like the haircut? You like it? You like it? Oh, Al, what's up, my man? What's going on? That's my guy right there, right? So I appreciate you guys hopping on and learning a little about real estate and what's happening in the current market, right? Now, as we get going every Tuesday, man, I'm going to be breaking down different cities. So hop in, ask any question. Don't worry, I'll be here to answer any of those questions for you and really make sure we're here to take you to the next level. But let's just talk a little bit about the economy, right? Let's talk about core CPI month over month came in, what expectations were, which was 0.4, right? Core CPI takes out energy, right? Takes out food, right? And you're looking at basically 0.4 versus 0.3, right? So the reality of it is it's still increasing month over month, right? And that's part of the problem is, we keep talking about the Feds lowering the Fed rate, right? Which is not mortgage rates, ladies and gentlemen. Fed rate is different. Short-term lending, that's your credit cards, that's your student loans, that's your car loans, that's all that, right? But look, I think there's going to be less and less people really actually going to see rates drop from the Feds. At this point, I don't think it's going to be May. I don't think it's going to be June. Honestly, I don't know if we're going to see the Fed drop the rate till election time when votes matter, to be honest with you, because the economy is super strong. And let me give you an example. Non-farmer payroll jobs estimated was 200K. We had 275,000, right? Unemployment rate did uptick a little bit, right? So that's a little bit of good news for the Feds, right? We went from 3.7, which is damn near all-time lows, to 3.9. And then the other good news is average hourly earnings went up month over month from 0.1 versus 0.3, which is also good for the Feds. But there's just so much good data showing that the economy is very, very resilient. So when people ask me what I think the real estate market's going to be like this year, I think it's going to be steady. You're going to see increasing in value. You're going to see buyers that understand the long game. You're going to see a lot of sellers sit on the sidelines until rates get to more 5.5-ish range, probably. But there is going to, when it hits the 5.5 range, I do think you're going to see 6 million plus sales. So more than 50% more sales than we're seeing now currently in the market. And the question really becomes is when's that going to happen? So as I tell you guys every week, I'm going to give you guys all the new data, all the new stuff that's going on with active listings for you. If you guys have any cities, anything that you want to know more about, that's what I'm here for. Oh, T. Dotsy, my brother, what's up? Sharp as a thumbtack. You know your boy, man. I put work in every single day for people like you. So that's kind of the update for this week, guys. We will keep you updated for next Tuesday on what's going on. But right now, we're just keeping our eyes on the market and seeing what's happening. But like I said, if I was to predict what's going to happen this year, predict, what's going to happen this year, I would expect that you're going to see probably somewhere in the high 4 millions of sales. I think rates are going to stay probably in the mid sixes for a while. And probably through the rest of the year. They might come down a little lower than that, but I'm not expecting anything too crazy there. I do expect, though, when the rates do hit the fives, 5.5, guys, buckle up. Sellers are going to sell their houses. Buyers are going to come in the market. That's not means it's going to be a buyer's market, but it means there's going to be a lot more sales because people are going to move to houses they want to move to and be either upsize, downsize, move closer to family, all those good things. So as always, thank you again for joining me on Tuesday's Risk Twos Roundtable. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I'm more than happy to answer any questions for you. I will see you next Tuesday at 1.